Today on the 1965 Pontiac, it's time to put the finishing touches on the dash cluster. So the first thing to do, obviously, is replace all the lenses, bulbs, wiring, everything that needs to be done with this on the rear side. All the controls back here have been upgraded to vintage air. These are the sensors, new tachometer, all new wiring. Basically, this is now plug and play with American Autowire. So this will plug right into the dash of the vehicle for the cluster. This will plug right into the vintage air for the controls. The finishing touch on this is going to be a real veneer wood background. So what I did here was I found a piece of faux Fox, however you say it, veneer for a 1968 Pontiac and textured these. This is real veneer to be as close as possible to that with a little bit more gloss, just a little bit more. And we use this product here. It's a spray urethane product, and it's done with warm satin, mid-wax polyurethane, about 5 coats. The preparation for this, all I really had to do was use this trim black, this product here. Spin it around. Okay, it's made by Napa, but it's actually probably SEM. It's trim black. And what you need to do with that is take a flat brush and brush around all here with the trim black so that the raised lettering is accented by the black. And the reason you want to do that is because when you put your veneer on, I have 7 hands here, put your veneer on, any black that sticks out is going to show up. So you want those raised letters to look nice. You want it to look just like this, only with the raised part sticking up. Obviously, this part, which has also been treated with the urethane, is going to be part of the dash unit itself. I mean, the cluster unit itself. So here's the finished product. I have to say, I'm usually very skeptical of aftermarket products that have to fit very carefully, but this works really good. Um, this came from Ames in New Hampshire, the Pontiac people. It's real veneer. It's not a sticker. It has a 3M sticker on the back, like an aluminum base to adhere it to the dash, but it fit really, really good. I didn't have any trouble with it, and it looks really, really nice. And you can see here by, painting the black in before you put the wood grain on and making sure that the raised lettering pops out. I did that with right when it was wet, just wiped it down with a little prep saw. This is the original cluster right here that was retrofitted for vintage air. The chrome on this with the wood and the black pops just like the chrome on this with the wood and the black. When it's in front of the driver, it has to look good. Stay tuned. Okay, so here's the rear of the instrument cluster with the American Autowire kit and vintage air systems retrofitted into the original temp and heater pod. Again, this is plug and play. This becomes plug and play. The American Autowire, in my opinion, is a very high quality product, as is the vintage air. One thing I want to mention, they don't really talk about this much when you put these kits in, is grounding and grounding redundancy. You need to have good grounding. You're going to bring your ground up from the harness and ground it to the original pod. But then what you want to do is you want to make another ground and ground it to the next instrument, make another ground and ground it to over here to the temperature pod. In other words, you want redundancy with your grounds. And what that'll do is when you're operating this, especially when you're operating it at night The lights will be nice and bright. They'll be consistent. You won't have gauges that are dropping out on you, especially the gas gauge. Um, the other thing too, when you put all your lighting in, when you put all your sockets in for your night lighting and your indicators, use the recommended bulbs. Most of the time, they're 1895s. What that'll do is, again, it's in front of the driver. You want that dash to light up at night, very nice, luminescent. It should be equal in all the each pod, unless it's an aftermarket pod and it has its own lights. But this doesn't. This is the original gauge cluster here. This is a tack that was added on, but I'm using the 1895 lights with it. And this is the temperature, original temperature um, and heating pod, and I use an 1895 in there as well. So this will look really good. Again, redundancy with your grounds, do a neat job. All these wires are labeled right on the wire. It tells where they go. It's a wonderful thing. So there you have it.